WXL 56 broadcasting from the WLOS tower on Mount Pisgah, operating on a frequency of 162.400 megahertz. This transmitter is serving the mountains of western North Carolina.
Hey guys, it's Adam with the Bullet Envy channel. This is not a video I wanted to make, but I wanted to make sure I got it out there for the world to see, so please stick around to the end of the video and see what happened in this great state of North Carolina and the surrounding areas. Hello everyone, this is Adam with the Bullet Envy channel. So wanted to start off this video with the only clip that I got of the active flooding. I was actually at my house when this happened. I wasn't stuck, but you know, there were trees down, power lines down. I didn't know what the gas situation was going to be like, so me and my family, we stayed put for the first couple days. And this is in Asheville, North Carolina. It's a place called AMBOY Road. It's a beautiful park. And this is somewhere between 15 and 30 feet of water. Everything is completely wiped out there. And I'm going to go over the footage of this area after. And most of this video is going to be after. This video was recorded 14 days after the actual hurricane hit. So I didn't get much footage of the hurricane during, because I have a 1-month-old baby and a 3-year-old, so I was trying to make sure that they were good. We didn't have any power, any water, any internet, nothing. Just the food and water that we had on hand. It's all we had for 10 days straight. And just for full transparency, my area got hit, and it was the worst flood, hurricane, whatever you want to say, in over 100 years. But my area didn't get hit near as bad as other people. Now, there were people that died in my city, yes, but I live about 10, 12 minutes from Asheville. So wherever I was in my specific location, it's in a cove surrounded by mountains. So we did not have as much damage, but my property did suffer damage. Not much, just a couple trees down, driveway washed away a bit, but we are also up on a hill. So I did end up getting, a hole in my roof just from wind and water, but those things are minor compared to what other people went through. And unfortunately, people lost their lives, quite a few in this hurricane. And prayers go out to their families, and, any way you can, give them comfort. And I am sorry that they perished during this hurricane, but I did want to make this video for, at minimum, documentation purposes, because this is the first time it's happened, anything like this, in 100 years in this area. So I did want it documented, and all the footage in this video, except that first clip, is going to be of about 14 days after, during the rebuild process, which at the time I'm recording this video is 20-something days after, and we are still rebuilding. And Asheville and the surrounding areas, bunch of places got hit really bad. Tennessee was one of them, and Yancey County, there was a bunch of them that were really, really bad. I mean, roads wiped out, bodies in mud, people floating down rivers. I want people to know the gravity of the situation when this happened. It was a really, really bad hurricane in this area, and it really just breaks my heart to see the amount of death and destruction. And I can't even explain. I've never seen anything like it in this area. So just like I said, again, pray for the people that lost their lives, lost their businesses, lost their homes. We went for an extended period of time with no groceries in the store. I saw shelves completely empty, especially anything with cooler, because even the main cities didn't have power for 10 days. So countless businesses and grocery stores lost millions of dollars of food that I witnessed. I helped out at a grocery store as well, and the amount of food that was thrown away was absurd. So there's that. There were cars, animals, horses, dogs, property, loss of life, loss of this park that we're looking at right now. It used to be beautiful, and it still is somewhat usable, but the amount of devastation, even here, there were businesses along the river that are no more. They've shut their doors. They're done. So the amount of devastation was tremendous. So during this time, the only thing that you could use was cash. You could not use a debit card. You could not use a credit card. Cash was the only acceptable amount of payment for any business that I encountered up until about the 5-day mark. And then some people with spotty internet could use their credit card. Also during this time, diesel was plentiful, but gas was very, very hard to find. You couldn't buy generators. You couldn't buy extension cords. I think most all businesses that I saw were closed down for at least 4 or 5 days. I think there was a Home Depot and an Ace Hardware that opened up, and they were getting shipments with armed guards coming in with generators and things like that, trying to get it out to the people. And grocery stores, all sorts of private citizens were passing out free water, bottled water that came from overstates. So there was a lot going on during this time. I witnessed people coming into the grocery stores without shoes, covered in mud. So it's just something that I've not seen before. And so that's my take on the destruction. There's plenty of videos out there if you want to see some of the really bad areas. Definitely check that out, just so you can kind of, have empathy for these people and just kind of put yourself in that position. And this is somewhat of a prepping channel, so I wanted to talk about next the importance of prepping. So we're going to get into that now. Okay, guys, just really briefly, I'm going to talk about prepping and the importance of it. But I had a bunch of words, very heartfelt, passionate words recorded, but I decided to delete it and try again, because I am trying to remain as sensitive as I possibly can, because I know this is a very sensitive topic, and it's very close to my heart as well. So I want to be as sensitive as I can, but I want to try to drive my point home as well. So just a couple things. Just try to shift. Everybody that watches this, everybody needs to try to feel this way in some form or fashion in today's world, because it's just different, and it's not necessarily getting better. Hopefully it does, but you need to be prepared just in case it doesn't, whether it be weather or political change or what have you, shortage of food, shortage of gas. You need to try to shift your mentality on being prepared in every way that you can, and don't stress yourself out about it, but just casually do what you can every day to be more prepared as an individual or as a family. And just a few tips with that. So during this hurricane, there was hardly any gas. You could not use credit cards. You couldn't buy food. You had no power, no water, no internet. It was basically completely dark. So start off with food and water. That's your main essentials. Have enough food and water to last, in my opinion, a month or two, but at least a week, at least. But for me and my family, I do a month. Well, actually I do 6 months, but eating good, it's 2 months. So food and water, you want to always try to have extra gas. And I know some people live in apartments or places you can't store it, but maybe if you had some sort of outhouse building or a relative, you could try to store gas, or you could at minimum keep a gas can in your car, or have backup solar generators or battery banks, some sort of energy that you can keep with you when you need it. And thirdly, always try to carry some sort of protection. If you're against guns, pepper spray, mace, knife, whatever. or I always carry a firearm, and I think everyone should, just so it's there if you need it. Keep it in your car, a purse, just in case. And then fourthly, you want to carry cash, because I personally witnessed during this, you could not take credit cards because there was no internet. You couldn't take debit, credit, nothing. Every single place was cash only. So everybody can do this. You want to always have cash put aside for an emergency like this, or maybe another financial emergency. Just have $1,000 of cash laying around in a safe somewhere that it's not going to get stolen, or where someone doesn't know where it's at. Just keep cash on you. Always carry $100 minimum in your wallet with you at all times, and then have some cash at home, because it definitely helped that I had that done in this hurricane. So I could go on for a long time with tips on prepping, but I want to go in to the next thing. I can't finish this video without saying this, and that is thank you. So the amount of people that have been coming from out of state and from all walks of life, from churches to power companies to linemen to any worker you could imagine, construction workers, churches, YouTubers, you name it, anybody from any walk of life, I have watched them come to this state from all the way across the country to give help, private citizens, and everybody just chiming in and trying to be of assistance. It really does humble me, and it warms my heart to know that whereas in a natural disaster, there's always going to be some bad eggs that are trying to take, but that's not what I saw here. I saw people coming together, loving one another, trying everything they can to help, pouring out their blood, sweat, and tears just to help their fellow man. And that sort of camaraderie is exactly what this country needs in this day and age. And I am proud of the people that came to help us and all the surrounding areas. There's just so many. So from me and everybody that lives in this area to anyone that has helped, that's watching this video, from the bottom of our hearts, we wanted to say thank you to you. You are seen, you are noticed, and we appreciate you. So I'm going to end the talking portion of the video currently, and I'm actually going to give a moment of silence for the people that have passed away or lost a great deal during this storm. So I will catch you again at the end of the video where I go into the outro. So please stick around for that, and please try to watch the rest of this video. You won't want to miss it. So as of right now, a moment of silence to those that have fallen. Rest in peace. Okay guys, we're nearing the end of this video. I hope this video was helpful in letting others understand the gravity of what has been going on in this area. And to those that still have no power, water, food, or a place to call home currently, or to those that have loved ones that have passed, or animals, just anything that you cared about that's lost, I send my prayers out to you. And I advise everyone else to pray for these individuals as well, and pray that we can rebuild our area better than it was before and bring back the beauty to this once amazing area and help us all come together. Also, if you want to check out some of my other content, or if you want to check out a video of the prepping items that helped me and my family get through this hurricane more easily, then click here. Always, I appreciate the support of everyone that watches, all my subscribers, and anyone else. All you people stay safe, make sure you're prepping for your family, and do everything you can to be prepared for any future that may come your way. Thank you for watching. Bullet Envy out.